Sarah learned early how to borrow what was not hers: attention, promises, time. She was beautiful in a quiet way, with a smile that made men feel seen. Her job was simple and cruel. She dated married men and made sure they had no space left for their wives. She planned dates during family dinners, late calls during bedtime stories, and sudden trips that pulled men away from home. She told herself it was business, not feelings. "If I don't do it, someone else will," she often said. The money was good, and the power felt better. She liked watching men cancel plans with their wives just to sit with her in silence. At night, Sarah looked at herself in the mirror and felt proud. She believed she was smart, not evil. The broken homes were not her problem, she said. Love was weak, and she was strong. Rita noticed the change in her husband, Desmond, before she understood it. He came home late, spoke less, and looked at his phone like it was a secret door. When Rita asked questions, he blamed work. When she cried, he walked away. Sarah was always calm with Desmond. She made him feel wanted. She filled his hours so fully that Rita felt like a stranger in her own house. Birthdays passed quietly. Meals went cold. One evening, Rita followed Desmond and saw Sarah's hand in his. The truth landed hard. Rita did not scream or fight. She went home, sat alone, and felt something break open inside her. Rita found Sarah outside a cafe one afternoon. Her voice was steady, but her eyes were tired. She did not beg. She did not shout. She only spoke words that carried pain. "You take what gives life meaning," Rita said. "So your life will lose its meaning. You will build nothing that lasts. Your days will be full, but empty." Sarah laughed. She called it empty talk. "Go home to your husband," she said. "If he wanted you, he would be with you." Rita turned away, tears falling. The curse followed Sarah like a shadow, though Sarah never felt it then. Time passed, and Sarah grew richer and colder. Men came and went. Rings did not stop them. Homes fell apart, and Sarah moved on. She told herself she was winning, but small things began to fail. Friends left without reason. Sleep brought strange dreams. Laughter felt forced. Still, Sarah ignored it all. She was 32 when she decided to stop. "It's time to settle," she said. She wanted a clean life, a fresh name. Sarah met Michael at a charity event. He was kind, honest, and untouched by her old world. He spoke of family and the future with simple joy. Sarah felt safe with him. She hid her past carefully. She told herself love would erase it. When Michael proposed, Sarah said yes with a wide smile. But the shadow of Rita's words stretched quietly behind her, waiting. Wedding plans moved fast. Sarah threw herself into them like a shield: dress fittings, guest lists, venue visits. She stayed busy so she would not think. Michael noticed her distant moments but said nothing. He believed love meant patience. At night, Sarah began having dreams. She stood in empty houses, calling names that never answered. Children cried somewhere far away. Each time she woke, her chest felt heavy. She blamed stress and pushed it aside. Small troubles followed her. Vendors canceled without reason. Money went missing from her account and later reappeared, as if mocking her. Friends who promised help stopped answering calls. Still, Michael remained steady, kind, and hopeful. Sarah looked at him and felt fear, not love, fear of losing the one clean thing she had left. One afternoon, Michael came home quiet. A woman had visited his office asking questions about Sarah. She did not give her name. She only said, "Ask her who she used to be." Michael laughed it off at first, but doubt settled in. When he asked Sarah gently, she became defensive. She said people were jealous of her happiness. Michael wanted to believe her. That night, Sarah stood before the mirror and saw Rita's face instead of her own. The words of the curse echoed clearly for the first time: "A full life that means nothing." Michael began to notice patterns: calls Sarah avoided, places she refused to go, old names that made her tense. He searched quietly, not to accuse, but to understand. What he found shook him: messages, photos, records, proof of broken homes, angry wives, abandoned children. Sarah's past was not a mistake, it was a pattern. When Michael confronted her, Sarah broke down. She told half-truths, then silence. She begged him to judge who she was now, not who she had been. Michael listened, but something inside him closed. Michael moved out before the wedding. He did not shout. He did not insult her. His calm hurt more than anger. "I wanted a partner," he said softly, not a shadow of pain. Sarah's world collapsed fast. Invitations were canceled. Friends took sides. Her reputation spread quietly like smoke. No one trusted her anymore. She remembered Rita then, not with anger, but fear. Alone in her apartment, Sarah felt the curse fully. Her money meant nothing. Her beauty meant nothing. Her days were busy but empty, just as Rita had said. She tried to reach out to people she once ignored. No one came. Now, Sarah understood the cost of stolen time, and she wished she could give it back. Sarah tried to start over. She moved to a new area where no one knew her name. She changed her style, her phone number, even her voice. She told herself the past was done with her, even if she was not done with it. She took a small job at a clothing store. The pay was low, but the quiet helped. Still, customers sometimes looked at her like they recognized something broken in her eyes. Nights were the worst. Silence made her think too much. She began to feel invisible. No calls, no messages. Her days were full of movement, but meaningless. The curse lived in every hour. Sarah started seeing faces everywhere. A crying woman on the bus, a tired man at the market, a child holding an empty lunchbox. Each face felt like a reminder of what she had taken. One day, she overheard a woman arguing with her husband on the phone. The words were too familiar. Sarah's hands shook. She ran outside and vomited on the street. She felt real shame, not fear, not loss, but deep regret. She wanted to say sorry, but to who? There were too many. By chance, Sarah saw Rita again. She was older, stronger, holding her child's hand. Rita did not look broken anymore. Sarah followed her and finally spoke. She apologized, truly this time. She admitted everything. Her voice broke. Rita listened quietly. "The curse was not magic," she said. "It was truth." She forgave Sarah, but forgiveness did not remove consequences. Sarah expected forgiveness to save her. It did not. Life stayed small. Trust did not return. Love stayed distant. But something changed. Sarah stopped running. It did not erase her past, but it gave her days some weight. Her life was simple, quiet, and lonely, but honest. Years later, Sarah sat alone, older now, watching people pass by. She never married. She never had children. Her name faded from memory. Yet her story lived on in whispers, told as a warning. She understood at last. A life wasted is not about poverty or loneliness, but about harm done without care. Sarah closed her eyes and accepted the truth she once laughed at. Some lessons arrive late, some arrive forever.